Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my animal spirituality video for Tuesday, November the 18th. I hope you're doing well on this Tuesday morning. A little cold here in the Northeast. We're starting to see the signs of winter. It's only a matter of time, right? Winter is coming and things come, and we have choices to make when these things come into our lives. What do we do? Choices are something that we deal with every day, whether we believe it or not, realize it or not. I woke up this morning thinking of this. Maybe you think I'm a little crazy, but I was thinking about the choices we make just in one day. Now, the simple ones are what am I going to have for breakfast? How many times am I going to do my forms this morning and things like that? But there's more important choices, aren't there? And I think that's what we will pray for today. We will pray to God for the wisdom, the fortitude, the integrity to make the best choices we can each day for ourselves and for others. Thank you. Today, I want to speak to you about a situation that is currently taking place. It's one of those current events. Only this one is not easy. It's about a ship that is traveling from Uruguay to Turkey, but then was stopped when it got close to Turkey because they didn't have the right paperwork or something along those lines. Well, the real issue is that this ship is not a luxury liner by any means. I've never been on a cruise, but I know it's not a luxury liner. And it has 3,000 cows on it. And many of these cows were pregnant. And when the ship was stopped, there was no more food or water for these cows. It was cramped conditions to begin with, and several of them have passed away, as well as several of the cows that were to be given birth to. It is truly a tragic situation, one that could easily be rectified with a little bit of compassion and empathy, and even simpler than that, the right processing of paperwork or whatever took place. It is truly a sad situation of sentient beings that are really having a time that is unimaginable to us. They are being tortured and severely in bad shape. I couldn't help thinking about the movie Papillon. And if you're familiar with it, I'll just share with you a little bit. Steve McQueen and Dustin Hoffman are accused of crimes. They're put on a similar ship and sent for days and weeks, just like this ship was, to their prison. Along the way, and in the movie, you see that a lot of fighting goes on this ship. A lot of fighting because these are not the best humans, right? And they're struggling for whatever they are, power struggles or whatever it is among the ship. And a lot of difficult situations go on, some of which are caused by them. Well, let's now make a comparison, maybe not a completely fair one, but one that we should look at. These cows are accused of no crime. They only have their life, they have no possessions, and they are not asking for any of this. And they're certainly not fighting with one another. If anything, I've seen cows on transport trucks and they try to help each other. They're there for each other. That alone should bring your heart to a different place. And yes, I'm asking you to give this consideration. And maybe it's not as much what they are feeling, but what we are feeling about what is happening to them. My friends, you know that I am committed for the rest of my life to speaking up for these animals. And I am going to put these videos out there every so often because I'd like to at least get you thinking. Am I going to continue to hammer you over the head to become vegan? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put these situations out there for at least our minds and hearts to be thinking about our choices and the things that we are going to be concerned about. There's also the issue of, and some people say, well, these animals, they only have a certain amount of rights. Okay, I get that. And they certainly don't and shouldn't have the same rights that humans do. They don't need the right to vote. They don't need other rights that humans have. But we need to put that argument aside when situations like this are taking place, because one thing I'd love to impress upon you today is morality should always trump rights. Morality should always trump rights. And this goes for every situation. It may not be against the law to scream at somebody, but morally, it's probably not the best thing to do. It may not be against the law what they're doing to these cows, but morally, it's truly not right. And the question we must ask ourselves is, what choices do we make based on this? How does it move our minds and our hearts? And how can we then say, I am going to make choices that lead to a world with more empathy, compassion, and respect? My friends, that's my message for you on this Tuesday. As always, I hope it was helpful for you. Especially on a video like this, I welcome your comments, your thoughts, your questions. I'm happy to say what I can to answer them. I always, always appreciate you being here with me, listening to me, and at least considering some of what I have to offer to make this world a better place. I wish you and your loved ones a very blessed Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you back here later in the week with another scripture reflection. Take good care.